It's 94.7 Blair Radio, our nonprofit news brought to us by RVR Bank. Again, fantastic sponsors of bringing information about what's happening right here in Blair, Washington County, and the surrounding area. And today we get the opportunity to speak with Jake Dunn again, and we're talking Gateway of the West Days with the city of Blair. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you. It's a wonderful time of year.
It is a lot of things going on,
Yes.
and I can see a little stress level potential because want to make sure everything is just right, it's safe, it's friendly, it's welcoming.
It comes with the territory. I think Gateway every year, everybody's stress gets up a little bit higher just because it's the biggest event of the year, but it's what it brings everybody together. It's awesome.
Yeah, so you guys have a lot of things going on. Now the chamber, the Washington County Chamber, is a big part of this as well,
Yes.
as they have a lot of events going on. But you guys really are the backbone of a lot of things, making sure that the gates are where they're supposed to be, the people are safe, the routes are. You can find all of that stuff at blairne.gov.
Yep. I mean, shout out to Nikki and her crew at the chamber. They're doing an amazing job bringing everybody in and making this gateway bigger and better every single year. And you touch base on the safety precautions that we're doing at the city. You could see it on all our social media on the city's website regards to parade routes, road closures. You will start seeing around, there's the message boards popping up around town that'll highlight that the parade route's going to be closed Saturday. So all the truckers that are coming in town over the weekend and whatnot know to use the bypass. That'll be the designated route through town on Saturday during the parade. Again, all those maps are out there, especially like Thursday's June Jam up at the amphitheater. We got Civic Drive's going to be a one-way in, one-way out sort of thing. So we got the maps out there for everybody. Again, just highlighting to make sure this is a safe event for all so everybody can enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, and so there are some changes. Actually, there's one big change that we want to make sure that everybody knows going out there, and that is the parade has changed its time.
Yes.
So I've been kind of starting almost every time I open up the microphone today with, by the way, the microphone, it is starting at 11, not at 1 o'clock. We don't want people to start lining up at 1 o'clock going, what happened?
You might get your heart broken if you do that.
Yeah, so
and that's a big thing the chamber has realized. Some of the concerns people have had. 1 o'clock, it's really hot. But a big shout out to the chamber. They're working with the fire department. The fire department had a play and trying to move us to 11. Having the parade at 1, then trying to rush and get the water fights in the afternoon, and then having everything set up to bring the dance back to everything. It was a lot to get rushed, and our team at the fire department's doing a great job, and we kill it every year. So we just asked, is there a way to move that parade up just to even the flow of the day, make it flow a little bit better? And they heard us, and then there was residents out there that voiced some concern with the heat of the day of the parade. So
well, we have a lot of a variety of ages that are walking the parade, especially the older and the really young. It really can impact them.
Oh, exactly. And it never fails. And I keep checking the weather every day to this week. But the Gateway weekend's the hottest weekend in Blair all year long. And, this weekend's ramping up to be the same thing within the high 80s. And then you got some rain in there. So you throw in the humidity. It's going to be sticky.
Yeah. And so that is something to keep in mind. We just want to make sure everybody's aware of that. Yeah. And so, but other things going on, you guys have the fire. You talk about the fire department. Big events coming up. But you really do a lot of the prep work getting ahead. So you kind of mentioned if people are driving through early on Wednesday, they're going to see something, aren't they?
Yes. So Wednesday, the Public Works Department with some of the members of the fire department are going to start around 3:30 in the morning on Wednesday. Every year we wash down Washington Street before Gateway because of the parade with how many people it draws in. So if you're out early about Wednesday, you'll see a couple fire trucks going down the street Wednesday. City workers, Parks Department, Streets Department will be out washing the street and getting all pretty for this parade.
All right, and so that is happening. Then also, you guys, like always, it's always entertaining. The water fights, the kids' water fights, a lot of fun, and then the adults and the firefighter water fights. So you guys won last year?
Yeah, the men's are reigning champs. Blair is. We took first and third last year, so shout out to them. Shout out to our guys at the department, and then we do have a women's team. So last year Fort Calhoun won it, so hopefully we'll bring the gold back to Blair in the women's division too.
Yeah.
But it's a busy weekend. Friday night we start family night, so if you see members out and about Friday night, that's that's so what the fire department sort of gives back to our families. They put up with us all year long, responding to calls, and Friday night we sort of take a minute to decompress and hang out with our families, ride rides, and then getting ready for Saturday which is going to be a long day Saturday, but we start there, and then Saturday we start at the station around probably 7 in the morning, and we usually don't leave till about 11 o'clock that night, and it's a busy day.
Yeah, and so with that, then you get into the big fundraising portion. You're volunteer fire department.
Yes.
And people don't realize how much is not paid for by the city or the state or anything like that. If you guys need equipment, you need to figure out where that money's coming from.
Oh, 100%. And I mean, and so, the volunteer fire department, we're funded by both the city. We have a city budget. We have a rural fire board that provides a budget for us, and they do an amazing job working with us and getting the equipment we need. But every day prices are going up for this equipment, and it's not like we're using something off the shelves. I mean, some of the equipment that we need is some very high tech, high stress stuff that we can't afford to fail. And one of the biggest new pieces of equipment that we've been working with area departments is highway strut kits. So the kit we're getting that we have ordered, and we're just raising the funds for it and everything, it's going to be able to lift and move anything that's on the road or rail, is how they advertise it. So especially with the railroad running through town, that's key. But there's a couple area departments. Herman Fire's got one. Fort Calhoun, Bennington has one. And they all interlock and work, but it's all about being able to lift, move cars, and get patients out freely. And, we have a set already that's a little bit older, and this is just going to be some newer equipment that's going to be new and be able to take us to that next level.
Well, and that's the thing that people need to keep in mind is that technology improves as well as equipment just wears.
Yeah.
And so it needs to be replaced. Now, if you guys need new radio systems or anything like that, you have to find the budget of that.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, when everybody goes out and celebrates, buying burgers, drinking beer, enjoying the festivities, the proceeds of that really go back into supporting the community.
Yeah, and come out Saturday when you come out to our beer garden and the festivities. This highway strut kit that we have, it's a lot of intricate pieces that go together to help lift cars. We should have a demo on site so that way members of the public can see with their hands that your money's not just going into the fire department to an unknown source. It's going into life-saving equipment that hopefully someday you never need to use, but maybe a family member needs it or something like that. So you can put your hands on the equipment we have, and then. I mean, this year, if the fire department, our events, I think it's going to be bigger and better than we've had in the last several years.
Well, and then part of that is moving the parade ahead so you can actually not have to stress about getting things done in order to be able to have the dance.
Oh, exactly. And I mean, can't stress it enough. The men and women of the fire department are just hands down some of the best we got in the community. I mean, so we start at 7 a.m. The beer garden starts at 10 a.m. So, given sort of the behind the scenes look, we're starting at 7 a.m. We're getting the coolers full. We're washing all of our fire trucks so that they're pretty and ready to go in the parade. Getting the fence and everything ready to go. And at 10 o'clock, we're starting to sling beers, and then the food we got to get food cooking. We run and go and be a part of the parade. Then we get back, and then you're right into water fights, and then we have the barbecue contest going on, and then we have live music that night. There's just a lot of intricate pieces, and yeah, I mean, you're going to see some stress faces from the men and women of our department. I mean, it's a lot, but these men and women do not fail. I mean, we step up and we're there every time you need it, and it's going to be stressful, but we also have a lot of fun during it.
Yeah, and so the past couple of years, the kids' water fights have been in the WCB parking lot. They've moved?
Yes, and that's, so this is a big thing is we sort of nixed away with corporate water fights, and we've gotten some pushback. We might bring that back next year. But we moved the kids' water fights from Washington County Bank because that's always been a big thing is people want to stay in the beer garden. They want to buy drinks. They want to buy food, but then you can't take it outside the fence. And so you have that hard medium. So a couple of our members had the great idea, and we're going to roll with it this year as we're bringing the kids' water fights from Washington County Bank. We're thankful for them letting us use it the last couple of years, and we're going to put it in the main arena right next to the firefighters. And you're going to see almost sort of like dueling water fights. It's going to be a very interesting to see how this works. So bear with us this year. we're going to set up the kids right next to the men and women. So you're going to have a kids round go, and then they're going to get their break to get it reset up, and then a men's round's going to go, and
So
then
it's going to be back and forth. So always something going on then.
always something, and we're not going to rush through it. There's going to be some hiccups, so just bear with us, but we have more time now because of the parade's earlier. So thankful to the chamber listening to us and working with us, that now that that's earlier, we're able to prolong this event a little bit longer and take our time. But yeah, you're going to be nonstop getting wet.
And then the other thing, well, a couple of other things, but the next thing that's new, barbecue.
Barbecue, yes. I mean, if you live around our South Station, 16th and Lincoln, I apologize, because Friday night your mouth's going to probably start watering. So Midwest Barbecue Association, along with the Blair Meat Market, bringing in a barbecue contest. I think they're up to about 14 teams local, and I believe there's a team from Kansas and South Dakota, so some regional teams as well coming in. They'll set up Friday night, set their trailers up around South Station there, and they'll start smoking their meats, brisket, meatloaf, and pulled pork. But they start Friday night, and then that gets judged around 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon, and then be available for sale at 4 o'clock. So roughly 4-ish, you'll start seeing barbecue meals, and guys, the way they make it sound, oh boy, I'm ready for some food.
Yeah, and then the past couple of years, the band. So that has been a big topic of conversation. We kind of helped out one year, trying to help out a little bit, bring music in, but people really missed the band, and there was a reason why it wasn't able to be there.
Yes, and so like to give the insight, and again, bless the men and women of our department that they put in a lot of work. When these bands come in town and everything, we start at 6 or 7 in the morning. Bands don't get done till midnight, and by the time we clean up, we're not out of there till 3, 4 in the morning. So an almost 24-hour day for the men and women of the department, and then you throw in the emergency calls. And so yes, maybe at 3 o'clock in the morning we're done and we get to go home, but then when the pager goes off, we're turning around and we're coming back. So it's a lot of stress and a big tall ask for our department, and they did it for so many years that we just needed a break from it. We heard the community and we heard the frustrations, and we tried a couple different methods to it. And so our Ladies Auxiliary, shout out to them. They are sponsoring the band this year. They went out, and it's the 2Bs, part of the Nuclear Bees. They're coming back, and they're just, from my understanding, going to play some light music, some fun. Everybody's going to be able to eat barbecue, hear some music, and enjoy their Saturday night.
Yeah. So again, that is another aspect of it. You got the sponsors were able to help pay for the band, because one of the things is people sitting outside the fence, not paying to be able to listen to the band. It's an irritant, but this year it doesn't matter. Come, whether you're outside the fence, inside the fence, it's covered. But again, the more people that come in, the more people will be able to help fund what's going on right here.
Exactly. You can't stress it enough. I mean, we haven't had a cover charge in a couple years now. There's still going to be no cover charge this year. So come in, everybody, all ages, come have fun. Let's spend time with the community. And, this is one of our biggest fundraisers, if not biggest fundraiser of the year. And we really need to sling some burgers, brats, and barbecue and drinks to, make towards our fundraising goal at the end of the night. I mean, the stuff that we got in, we have a lot of beautiful, amazing sponsors. Check our social media for it. But there's still some costs out there that we have to obviously pay for. So really hoping the community comes out and enjoys the day with us. Gateway, enjoy all the festivities for Gateway. And then when you're hungry and need something to drink, come by and we'll help you out.
Now, not to put you on the spot, but do you have a target, a goal, what you need to raise right now?
I mean, target goal, it'd be probably right around $10,000. The fund drive, amazing. We can't thank this community enough. I mean, I'll stress that right now. By all means, this community is amazing to this fire department. Our fire department feels the love every single day from the community by donations that come in. And the fund drive, I believe we brought in right around $60,000, and that shorts us about $10,000 for this equipment that we're looking for. And so that's what we're really aiming for. That's why, we saw it last year with our pancake feed. We were working on new Zoll monitors, heart monitors that we needed, and we put that out there, and it really resonated with the residents out there that, oh, hey, this is what my money's going towards. And so we're really hoping that we're looking for $10,000. It would be an ideal goal this weekend to really bring home that equipment.
All right. So there we go. We know what we need to achieve and go beyond to be able to help and then look at the future.
Exactly.
And so, but you talk about sponsors and people helping out. I was kind of looking through your list here as you're talking, and one of the things that people don't realize, restrooms, porta potties,
Yes.
tables, things like that.
I mean, I bless there. I'll run through them. I mean, we got the Blair Meat Market, Midwest Barbecue Association. Taylor's is donating all the popping water. So any of the popping water you see at the event is going to be from Taylor's. Melody Kadeen and Matt Heller from NP Dodge Realty, they're donating the cost for the porta potties. Travis McIntosh, Buddy's Rentals, is hooking us up with the table, with the picnic tables. Lays Auxiliary getting us the band, and then Edward Jones. I can't. Craig Houghton does so much. He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
And I apologize. I should save the best for last, I guess. But Craig does so much for the fire department. I can't thank him enough. And he's donating the cost he's paying for the cost of the trophies for the water fights. So
that's amazing.
Exactly.
So, and the last reminder about your members, just being out there. If its service is light, they may be out there working to save somebody.
Well, exactly. And I can't stress it enough. And, our members feel thanks from this community, and this community has been amazing to our members. But especially this weekend, please, if you see any member of the Blair Volunteer Fire Department, please, go up, shake their hands, give them an attaboy. I mean, what they do this weekend is next to nothing. I mean, covering emergency calls, setting up for Gateway. We got members missing family baseball games and stuff like that. So, we got members trying to take care of family events this weekend. I mean, the world doesn't stop for Gateway. So what the members are trying to do and juggle this weekend is next to none. I mean, they're amazing. So.
And then if you have the fire within you, always check out to become a volunteer, right?
Hey, we're always taking applications. Like you and me have talked before. I mean, you don't have to have certifications. We'll train you. We'll pay for your training. I mean, if you just want to show up and help and drive, lift, if you're a big bulky dude and you can help lift patients, don't need to do the medical, and you got that, you want a little bit of adrenaline rush and we'll run into a burning building, we'll hook you up. So
all right. So the best way to contact the Blair Volunteer Fire Department and Rescue?
Website's got the city website, and Blair Volunteer Fire Department has their own website. All that's available on our Facebook. You can reach out via Facebook. It's really hard to not be able to get a hold of us. There's always a way. Our recruitment retention team's amazing. There's about 4 or 5 of them that are on there. We bring people on quarterly. So we just brought a couple on in May. Next round would be probably the August, September range. So come out, see what we do this weekend, meet some members. And if you think it's a good fit, let's start the process. And we'll work with anybody if you want to join.
All right. Well, there you go. Thank you very much for everything you guys do all year long. And this is an opportunity, not only that you're saying thank you, but we in turn can thank you guys by helping and supporting and raising those funds. So let's go ahead and get out there and do that. So thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.